DNA yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ DNA yẹn ti wà lẹ́tẹ̀lẹ̀ bàbá Mohbad ló sọ pé kó má ṣe nígbà tí Mohbad wà láyé when they found out Wunmi is cheating on Mohbad, so they are doubting the paternity of that baby already. So this is what they are saying. Person will be say firstborn. I've not heard where they will give birth to a first baby boy. He will not have a placenta. Mohbad did not receive placenta, neither do his father received it. Placenta was given to mother-in-law. How they should make it make sense? Like something is not right. DNA test had been conducted already. It is negative. That is why they had to pay an ex-user to put off a wrong narration out there that DNA test had been conducted on baby Liam and is negative. All lies. So they've already done the DNA. If the DNA is positive, she would have come out with her full chest. So people will be saying they feel bring fake autopsy, now they don't go bring fake DNA. So you are asking for cut order, but
that's what I'm talking about. Fake DNA.
To go and run the DNA behind your father-in-law. That's why you found out that it is negative. DNA test had been conducted. This one is not DNA cut order, no cut order. She already conducted the DNA.
This guy gets sense.
She had conducted the
pesticide. Stop saying
not
an pesticide. He fathered his child for 5 months before he died. He fathered his child for 5 months before he died. He tattooed the child on his body. What are you telling me? Even the child's name on the body.
That's not an evidence.
He named the child.
DNA is the evidence. So leave that tattoo. Tattoo no hold water, madam. Tattoo no hold water.
Can you allow me to talk? And number two,
you guys, please now let's give one question.
I hope you have proof for that, because when you are arrested, you have to bring your proof out that Wunmi already did the DNA. Wunmi has not done any DNA, and Wunmi will not do any DNA without the court order. And
your Oga said it and confirmed it. I have the recording. It said Wunmi has done the DNA. Your Wunmi Oga said it and he confirmed it. I have the recording.
Just for Mohbad. I like talking with proofs. Hold on, easy. I like talking with proofs.
I have the proof. I have the recording.
Yes. Play it.
Justice for Mohbad, can you play the record? Can you play it?
Play it.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
I will look for it.
Okay.
Wunmi has not done any DNA. Please stop spreading false narrative. And let me tell you something. Wunmi can only do that DNA if there is any father out there requesting for the paternity of that child. If a man is out there claiming that child, that's a different thing. There is no man out there claiming the paternity of that child. And for over 9 months now, you guys have been saying she's this, she's that. You have not brought out any proof. There is no proof out there. There is nothing out there to show that Wunmi was fornicating or Wunmi was this, Wunmi was that. How can you all just come out and start bringing the series of narrative, telling different type of lies? What is your gain? What are you gaining in all this? What are you gaining in telling lies against Wunmi? You just want Wunmi to die. Mohbad has died.
Sounds like I believe he was trying to dodge some stabs. That was when he got to, because when you say Mohbad is dead in that car, right? That was when they pictured that. I think what was this called? RI0US was trying to cover up that wound, but that thing still showed. Like I really saw it today clearly. Like he had a wound, a stab on his hand, on the palm, right? When when somebody is trying to block something, right? That was when they got the stab. There was a stab there. So for those people that are saying he has no wounds, my dear, Mohbad has wounds on his body. We should believe that he has it. I didn't believe it at first, but I saw it yesterday when I was on that live. And immediately they brought that TikTok just brought down that we should believe that he has it. What the light showed down, immediately they started showing that video of Mohbad's palm that was stabbed. So, and there was more videos they wanted to bring that today, but because the light was bright, we couldn't continue with that. So that's what I have to say. You understand? So for those that are saying he has no wound, he has wounds on his body. Thank you.
Sorry, Mona, good morning. Please, if anyone is telling you something, let them bring proof. They should bring it with proof, not just say it with your own mouth. Yeah, please, let us show you the proof first. For your own sake, please.
That I did not believe at first.
Bless you, brother. That's what I'm trying to say.
I saw it with my clear eyes. I didn't believe Mohbad does not have wounds, but I saw it.
Much explanation, no evidence. Now,
Please, just calm down, man.
Because there is one other video they are showing that is Mohbad. That is not Mohbad. That is not Mohbad.
It was the one when they said Mohbad is there in that car. It was the one. So I know what I'm talking about. You people should not force what people. When somebody believes on something and somebody saw the thing with his
I have one proof I can show. Immunization. Do you remember that one I showed that night? The one I showed that night.
Yes.
Remember the one? Did you want to see the one I showed that night? The one I showed that night.
Yeah.
That one I showed that night that had a blanket that was used to shock the blood of Mohbad's arm. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Was that one photoshopped?
I saw
have
it.
proof. Thanks.
I saw the proof. Sure. Great.
I think for me, if we feel that there is a proof that this guy was stabbed, I think what we need to do is to help the father of Mohbad. We can help Mohbad's father if we find that we have a...
Senator, every avenue the legal team of Baba are using to establish the fact, they are truncating it, they are frustrating all the efforts. They have put in an order, that house should be sealed. I think is either sealed or they should go and do some forensic investigation. They have not assigned it to a judge. So what else do they want them to do? Every move the legal team of Baba Mohbad have taken, these police people have fought this legal judiciary or the legal, either the judiciary or legal government. They are frustrating the effort. Look at the fake autopsy and police report, the autopsy at Tosco. Look at the fake one brought. Now we now kind of find it. Were you on Paparano's live tonight or in the afternoon? Did you hear the analysis of aristocrats? Did you hear the analysis? They used a third party to take that, to perpetrate that lies. Those lies, sorry. They used a third party. Everything in this case, they are just using it. They are just suppressing it, suppressing all the evidence, suppressing all the evidence.
You are muting others, but you're not muting Queen.
How? If Queen insults or she acts around
you're muting me. But you're not muting her when she's talking.
These 30 people here. Queen is the only one talking here.
Free to talk and overlap people who are.
Is that girl that insulted the comment section that insulted?
I was muted too. Queen is making the solution. So
why are you muting people? So don't say that. I've been muting people.
She has the right. People are going to open your platform.
I said, don't worry. I said, I'm their worst nightmare, and I'll keep giving them pressure. I'm their worst nightmare. I'm sorry.
Street orientation. Guys, let's go.
This is not the solution to solve this problem.
I need to give response to Bayo. Bayo, if you are still here,
You are not anybody's nightmare. You are not disturbing me. I'm at my home sleeping. Yeah, you are not anybody's nightmare. Stop saying that.
Yeah, Mama.
Second question.
Somebody is talking. Please don't call me.
Nigeria, don't interject me. I'm sorry. The second question was, do I have any proof of the DNA test being done already? We have proof. Sister BJ's satellites are everywhere. She confirmed it. She said she even brought out the lawyer's face. Nobody was trying to nobody debunked it, and nobody was trying to tell her that she's lying. So it is true. The DNA tests have been conducted. They use Mama Mohbad. It is negative. So if she's 100% sure,
can we see proof?
Why is she asking for?
Can we see proof? Your favorite. Where's
Which proof? If you bring proof, they will bring proof when it comes to time. When the time comes, when we go to court.
Immunization. Please, you are not Team Wunmi. Let them say you the truth, because you are not Team Wunmi. You are not Team Baba. Let them say you the proof. Let you see the proof.
You will not come to the internet and lie to us.
Okay, what I was saying, immunization.
Okay.
When they started this case the first time, everybody was saying, this is malaria, is Naira Marley, this one. So everybody was keying into one place, asking the police to do what they need. The police do what they need. They need to arrest Sam Larry and Naira Marley, because it's what they see they was fighting for. You understand? But the people just came up, started demanding for DNA. We need DNA. We need DNA. So everything scattered. So this was some people were started supporting Wunmi. Some people were started supporting Baba. So everything scattered. So how do you want people to fight when some are supporting Baba, some are supporting Wunmi? You guys don't need to fight to fight Baba.
Samuel, do you actually think, let's say just in the UK or US, they would have cared if anyone is saying team 1, team 2, team 3? They would do proper investigation, thorough investigation. So stop all those nonsense about, because there's one team, there's the other thing.
Are you saying the police are not doing nothing at all?
Have not done their job. Just accept that and stop.
Okay, you people should fight the police. Stop fighting Wunmi. Fight the police should do the job. Because you guys are fighting Wunmi, nothing will come out. Fight the police and the justice. Stop dragging Wunmi or dragging Baba. You people should fight the right justice. You people are dragging Wunmi. For how many months have you been
dragging Wunmi?
And arrested all the people in the
outside
at the scene, at the crime scene, and sealed the crime scene. None of this would have happened in the first place. You all are accusing.
No, you are getting it wrong. You should drag
but you have never faced the reality for once, and ask yourself, why were the people that are, that are not even in the perimeter or proxy of the incident were arrested? Come to think of it, you all are asking for evidence, but prove to us that Primo actually fought Mohbad when before he pied, and prove to us that it was the number of the nurse that actually pied Mohbad. Because why was Pending arrested? All because he gave a number? So would you have been happy if your brother was arrested just for giving the number of a nurse? And why would you ask for the number of a nurse in the first place when you've got hospital just 10 minutes away from your house? It doesn't make sense. The police are not even thinking straight. Why would she ask for the number of a nurse that is far away from, where she is, where there is just 10 minutes, hospital is just 10 minutes away from where you are? So it's not making sense for them to arrest Pending in the first place.
So who
the good wife would have done the best thing to take her husband to the hospital, as opposed to waiting for a nurse, and not just any nurse, a quack nurse for that matter.
So
you guys need to sit down and ask yourself that question first before coming on TikTok and start ranting also.
Have you not go to a chemist to go and buy drug once without checking what is wrong with you? The people
he's a celebrity. He is a celebrity. It's just not anybody. He's a celebrity.
Okay, it's a celebrity. Celebrity cannot go to
and
the
even
hospital.
If it's just anybody, if you have empathy for someone that you love, you will take them to the hospital. If you have empathy for someone you love, you wouldn't wait for a nurse after 24 hours while your partner is in pain. So stop that nonsense. Every now and then, you guys just come and start ranting.
You stop that nonsense. You cannot just come to someone. You person say, "I'm not going to the hospital." You want the person to go to the hospital.
Listen. It's impossible for you to wait for someone that doesn't even live close. Look at the proximity of where the nurse is. Why can't she wait? Why can't she take him to the hospital? Why wait for the quack nurse?
Do you know what happened?
But she could actually take his lifeless body to the hospital, but she couldn't take his life while he was alive. She couldn't take him to the hospital. So think before you talk. Again, why would she not call the dad? Why would she not call the family of Mohbad in question? And you're saying, oh yeah, she took him to the hospital after he had already died. So what prompted her to take his lifeless body to the hospital while he was alive? He wasn't taken to the hospital. And you guys just come and start saying, oh, Josie did this, Josie did that. Think. This is not about being Team Wunmi or being Team Josie. This is about common sense. Someone is seriously sick and you fear that his life was in danger. The first step to take is to take him to the hospital. And then you're telling me Pending gave us the nurse number. Is Pending, what has Pending, listen, you have to sit down and think before you come and comment and say all sorts. This is not about anyone's team. This is about humanity. How can my partner, someone I love so much, someone I cherished so much, be in pain and I'll wait for a nurse the next day as opposed to taking him to the hospital? It doesn't make sense. And
because Mohbad brother did not love Wunmi. It's only Wunmi brother. Mohbad brother was not there.
Listen to me. Mohbad's first point of contact in that house will be Wunmi, not the brother. Let that sink in. The first point of contact in that house, if I go to Mohbad's house right now and I'm asking for Mohbad, the first person, if Mohbad was not around, the first person I'll have to speak with would be Wunmi, not Adura. Adura is in second, it's not even close. Okay, and if Mohbad had a son that is the same age of, like, say, 18, I would rather speak to her or him as opposed to Adura. Adura is not close to it.
Okay, I got you. So
if I have anything to do with Mohbad, it would come from Wunmi first, not Adura.
Okay.
Wunmi is the first point of contact.
You are saying now Mohbad, Adura was there, Wunmi was stabbing his own brother.
Listen, did you read the CTC? If you did, then you understand what that means. So, and again, all the injection that were stated on the, what's it called again, on the pathologist results, did you realize that some of them were not even stated in the court? No, we have to think critically without, thinking about side A or side B. This is common sense. This is humanity. Not about Team Wunmi or Team Baba or Team whatever. Most of us were actually out here for justice. But when we realized that the way this man was being treated was actually unfair, that was when most of us started talking about the fact that, wow, this is the person that actually lost his son. So why should he be treated this way? So it's not about Team Josie or Team anything. But let's sit down for once and think about this. Spendi was arrested for what? Before you arrest Spending, you should ask the wife, like, why did you have to take a number from Spending as opposed to taking your husband to the hospital? And if you claim that, what's his name, Prime Boy actually fought with Mohbad, then prove it to us. Let's see the video. We haven't seen anything of such. But you guys keep saying, oh, Prime Boy fought Mohbad, Prime Boy fought. Give us the evidence. After all, you all also asked for evidence. And also, in regards to the picture that Zella said earlier, I saw it with my own eyes. It was actually Mohbad. He was stabbed on the side. And there was picture evidence this evening before TikTok took down the live by Lagata. So stop that nonsense saying, oh, it's not Mohbad. If you have any reasonable questions,
please stop.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mario.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
I've been on this live for like almost 2 hours now. I've been listening to people's comment and contribution. But I have a few things to say about this whole scenario.
Okay.
See, this individual of ours, we are all concerned. That is why we feel like, oh, if this is happening in my environment, we have to put a stop to it. So let's not see each other as someone as if we've been like targeting each other since all this while. Now, let's go straight to the case. Let's put sentiment apart. Let's put being biased apart. When things like this happen, what are the steps? And something we should understand is this. It is the voice of the people that actually drive this case to this extent. If it were to be from the family's decision from the onset, the case won't get to this point. But when people voiced out, this is what we want, this person must not die like this, that is when the whole thing came up again. So let's not forget that fact that our voices matters a lot. But what happens when we have divided voice and attention? We don't have the same focus. I'm dragging you, you're dragging me. we were not going to get any results. That's the truth. And this is some of the things that these people are watching, because they also get feedback. Let's always have that in mind. Among those people I'm mentioning now, we have their, how do I say it, their spy. Is it the right word to use? Watching this live, going from platform to platform, listening to comments and things. So when we don't have one voice, these are the things they used against us. Let me take us back to when he was buried. When the masses realized that no, something needs to be done, they cry out. There was a protest everywhere. So they had no choice. Not even the consent of the dad or the opinion of the dad matters at this time. But because the masses want the government to investigate into what really happened to this guy. So they had no other choice. So I just want us to have that mind, that mindset that it is our voice that bring back this case. So now if the voice is divided, no result. And I listened to one particular man earlier on this platform. I think his name is King something. He actually said everything he said in this in tonight's platform. It's really the right thing. But the fact is, when an incident of such happen anywhere, irrespective, this is 21st century. Let's keep sentiment apart. Anywhere in the world, when things like this happen, the primary suspects are people who are with the deceased 72 hours before the incident. Now, if because of the type of person that is a celebrity that we all know, number one, that house should be locked because evidences surrounding his death, since he died in that house should be locked. The problem we have is since with the masses are demanding to know the cause of his death, and we invite the government to come and help us to find out what really happened. We didn't let the government go ahead to do like in doing their job, because if they are to go by the training they had, how it's supposed to be done, that house should be locked. Everybody in that house at that time the incident happened are supposed to be brought to book and questioned. But for the fact that we don't have one voice, this will come with its own story. The other one will come with... Nobody is accusing anybody. We're not accusing anybody. We're not accusing each and everyone present in that house. But the fact that they are there in the house with him when he died makes them a suspect. I don't know him, you don't know him, but we are concerned as a concerned citizen. This other man that says he has been with Mohbad for 4 hours before, but you are not there 4 hours before he died. So everything you're saying is just out of box. So people who are there as at that time the incident happened, they are the ones that should be brought for questioning. But things are not done the right way. Why? Because remember, when we had a voice, when he was buried, government had no choice than to do what the masses want. But it has gotten to that point now that we no longer have one voice.
So they think we're not serious.
Exactly. So they're just watching and they are laughing. That each and every one of us will go our own way. And that's the truth. What we should do is just to have a voice. we know this person died in the house. What happened to him? People who are there, let them come and tell the masses, the citizen who are interested in this case, what happened in the house. Now, if they are unable to give us a satisfying words or what we are expecting, okay, where can we get the evidences to prove and to find out what exactly killed this person? Which is the environment, the house where he died? Where is his phone? Who called him? The last 72 hours, did he receive any call from anybody, or did a stranger come into the house from anywhere? So these are the things that needed to be done. If those in the house all pretend not to know what happened, okay, somebody who had the money to buy a house of close to 200 million naira, so will not have 1 million or 2 to install CCTV. Who does that? But these are the things, these are the questions that's supposed to be thrown out to the police for them to do their job. But we are not doing it. We are fighting each other. See, this 21st century, there's a lot of things that we're not even supposed to argue, because things that will prove to us that this thing is not right. They are much around us. If Mohbad has no CCTV in his house, he has a neighbor that has a CCTV on both sides or the opposite side, which can also stand as an evidence who comes in through the gate, at what time, who lives at what time. Because let's assume and let's follow the narrative that there is no CCTV, or the CCTV is not working, but there are neighbors who has CCTV. All these things should be our priority. The question we should be asking the government, to ask people who are there with him. And let me say this: when people are mentioning stuff about having DNA done or not, believe me sincerely, either you take it or not. If Baba Mohbad happens to be one of these great wealthy people, nobody will question him asking that his own grandson DNA should be done.
Exactly my point, that's true.
So if he's a wealthy man who can stand for himself, who can afford to hire any lawyer from any part of the world, nobody will question whatever he chooses to ask, whatever he chooses to find out. So let's not bring sentiment or being judgmental or being one-sided when it comes to cases like this. Let's see it as what should be done. It's the reality. We don't need it. We are not here to accuse anybody of killing Mohbad. When it's time for somebody to die, definitely. But the circumstances surrounding the death of this man, and Mohbad in Kuna. But the circumstances surrounding his death is what is questionable, is what we are questioning. Why don't let us allow the cause? Please, please. This shouldn't be a platform or an avenue for us to express what we are against each other. But let's come with one voice. It is that same one voice that we had that made government to revisit the incident. It's been buried for a week.
Okay, Joe, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You were saying what divert everybody to, I didn't divert the case to when everybody was fighting each other. Abi? You said something like that.
Can you say that again, please?
As in, what caused everybody to be, as in, this one was fighting, these people were fighting, some people were fighting Baba, while some people were fighting Wunmi.
See, I won't say somebody was fighting Baba, somebody was fighting Wunmi, because you can't see these people you are even talking about.
It's true.
It's just a question of being one-sided. But for the fact that, okay, I and you on this platform, why don't we have a voice? Because we all demand to know what kills Mohbad. So why can't we have that one voice and just go ahead and ask questions that has to do with the killing of this person?
But the voice we are having now is for the voice that they are having now is for we need to do DNA. That is not the voice right now. It's the voice to drag the police to do their job.
Listen. Even for we need to do DNA or not, it is none of my business. It is none of your business. But what I'm saying is this: if Baba Mohbad as a person is a well-known person and a wealthy person in the society, nobody will question that order. The order about DNA is being questioned because we all know this person has no voice. And we, the citizen, the masses, who wants to be the voice of Mohbad, we are being sentimental. We are being sentimental and judgmental. We are being one-sided. That is it. I don't care about who owns the baby. But if that is what the grandfather of the baby wants, you can't question him. You're not part of the family. When they need you might not see it. Let's be sincere with each other. Please.
Thank you.
I'm not here to accuse anyone. I'm not here to judge anybody. But let the cause.
Someone just said in the comment section now, if Baba Mohbad should be Dangote, who can question Dangote?
That is the truth. I don't want to compare it to anybody. I don't want to mention anybody. But the fact is, he has every right. If it has to be wealthy person, and he can pay for the services of any lawyer he wants from any part of the world, nobody will question him. But for the fact that he needs the help of the masses to get justice for his son, that doesn't mean that you should take that for granted or take that as a weapon. Please, let's just be reasonable. We are all mature. This is 21st century.
Mr. Joe, can I say something?
Yes,
all
ma'am.
these questions that you are saying that you are supposed to be asking, we seeking for justice. We have been asking these questions. We, at least, I've been to Papa platform. I have been to Jog platform. I've been to Joker platform. I have been to maybe all the hosts. They've been asking all these questions that you just raised now. We are asking. Yes. Not most, especially Papa. No. I've heard it several times. All these questions you highlighted, you have been asking. So I agree in something you said, that we are supposed to be in one accord, right? But how can we be in one? Because initially we were all in one accord. Because you know why? Because the post put out by Wunmi then was what? Tilting to the part that is Sam Larry and Amanari. And at that time, they flooded the whole internet with videos of Sam Larry bullying Mohbad. And we all were in one accord because we saw the videos and coupled with what Wunmi posted. Right? We're all in one accord. And like you said, it works. That was when we said we need to determine what killed Mohbad. And that was when we called for exhumation of Mohbad's corpse. Like you said, we're all in one accord. And it was granted. But immediately Mohbad was exhumed, right? And the police statement came up. And what's the more this other one? The inquest came up. There's some of us, right, started reading between the lines, right, that if Mohbad didn't die in the show, if Sam Larry did not buy Mohbad, then Mohbad buy in the house. And that is when people at the same time, people were like, you know what, those people with him in the house 24 hours before he died needs to be questioned. And that was when the issue of Wunmi came up, right? And that was when the division started. People thought on parts like, why are you acting Wunmi? She's the one that lost she's the one that lost her husband. She's a widow. So people that are like, no, she must tell us what happened. This is how the thing started, right? Some people like I said, I'll repeat it again. Some people like, you know what, Wunmi, you need to tell us because you were with him 24 hours before he died, not in the show, not Naramali that you claimed in your post. But some parts are like, you know what, you are bullying her. That's where the division started. Until today, it still stands. Some people are still asking those questions that you raised initially. I don't want to repeat them. Because I've heard it being asked in Paparoni's platform a lot of time. Even the Ish Talk, I've heard it in platform truly seeking for just Mohbad. But this other platform that, like I told you, the division started when we started questioning what happened in the house. This other part, they're like, leave her alone. You are bullying her. So how are we going to know? And like I said, those disparities stand still today. So how do we come together? How? When some parts believe that Mohbad died in the house, those with him 24 hours before he died should be questioned. The wife is among. Some parts believe that you are bullying Wunmi that was with Mohbad 24 hours before he died. That is where we are. People believe. And for me, like I said, I don't hate her. She's not to be my younger sister. I don't hate her. But me, I hate it when people don't say the truth. I'm not a saint. I'm not a saint. I'm not saying I'm a sinner. But let's call it fact a fact. And what brought this disparity again? All the evidences given by Wunmi in Corona inquest. That's when the issue of the loss came up. And she did not mention North in her post. That's how this thing started. And some people are like, leave her alone. You guys are pulling her, bring evidence. Supposing the police have done what they're supposed to do. If they have sealed that house up, mobile premises, residential premises, and forensic evidence were done. They did the right investigation. I swear to God, all those supporting me will not support her. Because then, Ojo Amari Ojo will see the truth. But because the police are not doing what they are supposed to do in this investigation,
Hello. Sorry, my sister. Because I wanted to ask a question from.
So let me round up, please. So, like I said, so you are saying that they should come together. How are they going to come together? How? Let me round up, please. How do we come together when some parts feel you are bullying the widow, while some parts are saying no, the widow needs to. She was with Mohbad 24 hours before he died. Do you notice what happened? So tell me, how do we come together? It's not possible. The Bible says, if the house is divided, what can the righteous do? So at this juncture, I don't see any. The Bible says, if 2 or 3 agree, then
there's a uniformity. And there's no uniformity here. And so shall it be. Thank you.
There can never be a uniformity. There can never.
Exactly, they can never be because we already have to face it now. They can never be.
Wait, can we hear from you? Queen, thank you so much.
Let me explain something.